Representing the Oz Collective once again is Zhong Yi. He's an architectural designer with formworks, trained in Paris and having worked as an urban designer in URA for 5 years. He is going to be presenting on some of his inspirations. So let's bring up on stage Zhong Yi.
Hi everyone, my name is Quck Zhong Yi. So that explains the initials QZ. So I'm straight in Paris. With a bunch of friends, we formed this collective called the Oz Collective, which is primarily based in Paris. We met in École Spéciale d'Architecture ESA. So in the collective, we like to do spatial architecture related works. You can see a few of them later on. So the first one we'll be showing is this umbrella shelter, which the brief was to create a shelter with 1,000 euros. So we thought since umbrellas were already easily available, why not create a shelter of umbrellas? So we created this porcupine-looking creature with umbrellas. That toured a bit around in France, in Aix-en-Provence and Marseille. That was a project we did like 5 years ago, I think. Then another project we did was a panoramic hotel room. It's a hypothetical project which we imagined a little bed in a little pot with a water-filled lens that allows you to have a panoramic view of the city just by lying down the bed. So these are the kind of projects we like to do, spatial architecture related. For iLight, we submitted this project called iLight. It is a live light painting wall. It is a live light painting wall that allows people to paint with light. So as you can see later on, that the system works by using a camera that's linked to a computer and a projector. We invite people to use their mobile phone torchlights to play around with, and other light toys as well, as you can see later on. And so we realized that there are quite a few things you can do in this installation. Like here we were playing with, I think it was a green hula hoop. Yeah, so someone was playing with it, and then this was the result projected onto the wall. So it was really painting these light effects. And we tried to bring on other light toys, like these colored rods, and also the mobile phone lights. So we created this system that allows people to paint light, and realized that actually it's quite variable. Sometimes it can be quite ugly, but well, we just live with it. So since the theme of this tonight's talk was about collaboration, I thought I'll run through on how we came up with the ideas and how we got involved. The theme of the festival was sustainability. Well, kind of, it's always about sustainability. So we were wondering, how do you make a light installation that is sustainable, that uses little energy? Then we thought about, what about using one source of light? What about a laser? So we experimented with a laser beam, brought in a smoke machine and mirrors to try to reflect it all around, but it failed because we found out that the more you see of the laser beam, the more the light was absorbed and reflected, so it didn't really continue, so that single source of light beam could not really work. Then we remembered this event called Pink Dot, where people brought their own torch lights to form this giant human pink dot. So this idea of bringing your own lights suddenly became really interesting. So that's when we decided that we could invite people to bring their own lights to do the to use the installation. So we submitted this proposal in September last year, expecting people to bring their own lights and run around and using their mobile phones. And so within the next 6 months, we tried to develop this project with lots of help from lots of other people. Within a month, we set up a computer system to create this feedback and delay effect from the computer. We did this testing at my friend's workshop. He runs this equipment rental company, so he rented us the projector and the sound equipment. So we did some testing, and it was kind of fun. Then we used our installation was used for the media launch of iLight in January. and we got in the help of Starlight Alchemy. They're a light and dance, light and fire dance troupe, and they had lots of light toys, and they played around with the installation a lot more, and we found out there were many other ways to interact with it, like shining light on yourself. So they have some really cool light toys, like this hula hoop, that created really beautiful effects on screen. So that helped us create a really interesting show for the festival itself. If you go down to the installation, you realize that there's also some sound effects. So we also worked with a sound artist called he's Zai Tang. You might know him. So this was a photo of him checking out the acoustics of the area a week before the installation. The installation would, with the camera, it could detect the movement of people, and the sound would react according to how you move and how bright the light is produced. So this is a screenshot of the software that was doing the analysis and the resultant sound effects. Yeah, and I think the next shot will be a list of the people we worked with. Yeah, other than my partner Alexandre from Oz Collective and myself and Zai Tang, we also had lots of help from friends. Even my mom and dad who helped me make a lot of things, like doing the little cutting pieces of paper and sticking scotch tape everywhere. Yeah, so it's really a collective work. Last two slides, this was one of the most beautiful shots we've ever taken of the installation with Lizzie of Starlight Alchemy. She had this really amazing hula hoop that changes color all the time, so it created these amazing shots. So we think that moving on, we could try to collaborate more, just perhaps Lizzie and the installation, to create a more performance-like installation. Yeah, they could move on to a live light version 2. Thank you.